Collective, what's good? It's 11:55, 11:55 on the clock. Thank you so much for being here. This is a collective message. I'm your wild and free high priest. My name is Armando Chillin. This is a new moon in Leo collective message, regardless of your natal placement. I'm ever so grateful once again, as always, to connect. I'm ever so grateful for our energetic exchange. Thank you for being here. Thank you for hanging out with me as I get through the signs. No rhyme or rhythm. I'm just flowing and channeling. Psychic. Thank you. Once again, I ask that our guides of the highest, most brilliant, divine, white light protect us, protect me as I channel and interpret for your new moon in Leo divine. Regardless of your natal placement, this may resonate with you. I strongly suggest that you check out your sign placement readings as they come out. Again, no rhyme or rhythm, right? I'm just channeling. I'm just psychic these days. Been enjoying some sleep. I hope I'm not here talking your head off forever because I am hungry. I am hungry. Hear me roar. Yes. Thank you. I ask our guides of the highest, most brilliant, divine white light protect me and protect us as I channel. I'm going to cut to the oracle and then I'll be right back, okay? Thank you. Leo 3. A mature woman keeping up with the times. Having her hair bobbed. The oracle states, although we cannot really become different by changing our appearance, feeling good about the image we display does radiate, both inwardly and outwardly. This might be just what is needed in the situation that brought you to the oracle. However, as comforting and rejuvenating as an external change may be, remember that it is your inner self that is the essence of your persona, not the mask you wear. Altering your appearance just for the sake of being trendy may be detrimental to your self-esteem or confidence. You may feel as though you are constantly following the crowd. Keeping up with the times can sometimes become an obsession. I swear we've read this one before. This is a new 2-year, right? This is a new 2.5-year outlook of rebranding, refreshing. Anyway, I apologize. Inserting myself there, right? The channel speaks. Be sure that you are not making the cosmetic changes to replace something lacking inside. Having said that, asserting your right to present your own style and feeling confident about yourself can be invaluable for self-esteem and can lead to others appreciating you for your true qualities. Keywords here are making an effort to keep up with trends, asserting one's independence from social constraints, wanting to shrug off the years, adopting a younger attitude, following the herd, going along with the fashions. Gray hair, hats and scarves, meeting the challenges of age, radiating smexuality. Bad hair days. I was like, it's that time of the month again when I want a haircut. I want a haircut. Whispers. The caution is relying on external fashion to disguise inner emptiness. Cosmetic changes that are transitory, making superficial but not meaningful alterations. Fashion slaves. The illusion of keeping up with the times. Mutton dressed up as lamb. Lord Alfred Tennyson, quote, "A truth looks freshest in the fashions of the day." Leo Tolstoy, quote, "Some never choose an opinion. They just wear whatever happens to be in fashion." Quote, Mary Austin, When a woman ceases to alter the fashion of her hair, you guess that she has passed the crises of her experience. Suzanne Lee. Suzanne Lee. I always have a fun time pronouncing the name Susan. Suzanne. I know they're spelled differently, right? Susan Lee. Quote, "You're only as good as your last haircut." Cleveland Amory. Quote, "You can't make the Duchess of Windsor into Rebecca." Oh, I didn't want to read that. Mercury, shut up. Up ahead, we have a man formally dressed stands near trophies he brought back from a hunting expedition. Mark Twain quote, "There's always something about your success that displeases even your best friends." What's a friend for anyway? I've been told I'm quite the psychic more than once in the last 24 hours. Does that make you displeased? You know what? My channel's small. It's beautiful. It's blessed. Okay, collective. I have to warn you that it is the Mercury hour during a Mercury retrograde, so I'm all over the place. I'm repetitive. This could be symbolic. And so I just want to remind you, hit like along the way to support me, support the channel. Hit like if the message does resonate. Remember, take only what resonates. I would love for you to leave me a comment, even if it's an emoji or a hi or an anecdote or your personal. I love when it's funny, and I'm not saying that y'all are funny, but I love when you make me laugh because I love to laugh. And I like to, yes, just get to know you guys. And I know we are a small channel, so it's a little scary, but thank you for being here. And I want to say, yes, this message is for the entire collective that follows us. So once again, the energy could be about you, around you, surrounding you. It could be upcoming. It could be past. There's a love story here, and you could be falling in love with yourself, recommitment, or committing to higher source, God source, a higher being, your guides. A new guide comes in. Before we get into all that, I just want to dive into the astrology, but I am getting a lot of hints of you could be Aquarian. My Venus is in Aquarius, so it does make me like a kid at heart, and my Jupiter is in Capricorn, so it does make me like a kid at heart. But I know that can be kind of annoying when you're very boisterous and like loud, and maybe that's just a personal thing, but yeah, like sometimes that gets us out of many situations, right? Like, and I don't mean like it, like the escape. It means it is that youthful aspect that elevates us, and this is very much part of the astrology, with Mercury leading the pack, Mercury and Leo being very boisterous and loud and like, listen to me, hear me roar. But it's more like, listen to you, hear yourself roar. And so it's a beautiful trine with Mercury, the new moon, and the sun. Obviously, for a new moon to occur, the sun and the moon have to meet. Mercury's there, and they're all opposing Pluto. Are they in opposition to? There's a bit of a, no, it's a trine. It's a beautiful trine with Saturn being in a fire sign, as well as Neptune being, both Neptune and Saturn being in the sign of Aries. They are trining with Mercury, the moon, the new moon, and the sun. But the new moon and the sun are in opposition to Pluto. So this is about digging I would say dig yourself out of that hole. And perhaps it's because you've been perceiving it from a lens that is not truly, you're not meant to carry that mask anymore. You're not meant to wear that mask anymore. If I can assert that, it is in the astrology, using or applying a youthful tactic to get out of that hole, get out of the funk, get out of the muck. In my previous reading in the Oracle of the Rushing Winds channel, which is my other little tiny baby channel, we had the overall vibration of the kiss, which is a lot about identifying with an intimate moment, and an intimate partner, a loving partner. But this could just be a guide coming in, or you recognizing how far you've come along in terms of relationships. Did I mention Venus in Aquarius? So Venus in Aquarius is a lot about those types of relationships, whether friendships or romantic or familial or friendship. A lot of that for Venus in Aquarius. And you don't have to have a Venus in Aquarius, but because Pluto's in Aquarius, and there is that Venusian touch to this message where youth is part of Venus, right? It is very much a symbol of Venus, and Venus is a symbol of youth. How can you relate to that movement, that energy of being young and in love? So a lot of folks not everyone has many lovers, but a Venus in Aquarius would have many lovers. God, am I calling myself out? I feel like I'm calling myself out. Venus in Aquarius is made up of many lovers, many loves. And again, it could be friendship, family. Maybe even my mother loves me, right? Because we have such a tumultuous relationship, but I'm like, she still loves me, right? Why am I telling you this? Anyway, it's like through all the hardships, even the most intense relationships with family, or even the most like intimate, the most compelling and rush of intimacy, all of that is part of this experience. And no matter your age, applying those lessons learned in those sort of the rushing of that youthful kind of vigor and what was the word I used? All the V words, yes, just like the rush. It's here, and it can be scary because it's scary to be in love, right? I think Hollywood tries to teach us that it's romantic to be in love, that you can dream of it and it lands at your doorstep, or like you claim one and they're there forever, or that you're meant to love one and that's it, or that your lover will never displease you, or whatever. It's like that. Those sorts of themes are all here, and it's more so like, instead of hiding from the heartache, it's like, it's not even necessarily wearing it on your sleeve, but it's culminating it in an experience like the ring, so that you are we back? Wow, Mercury is definitely fuzzing. Oh, look, it's 12:12. 12:12. 1212. I turned my phone off because too many dings, so now I'm happy I get to tap it. And it's on theater mode, which is the drama, right? The drama of the lover and the king. The lover could be healing, the lover could be you, but the lover could be a masculine entering your life. And like we said in the Sagittarius reading, the masculine doesn't have to be a man. So this isn't about your identity or your preference. It's more like someone enters your life in you being in reception mode. So no matter your gender, no matter your preference, like it's you being in reception mode. And a lot of that has to do with clearing away the venom. And there's many ways to clear and alchemize past pain, past hurt. A lot of the hurt and pain that we hold on to, whether it's from hurt from family or pain from friendships or love, ex-love, a lot of that, remember, is part of the karma. And so it's likely best for me to inform you, to suggest, to guide you to experience it, allow it to flow. Do it with that masculine effort. So this may sound very off-putting. How would a masculine declare a win, right? Like with a trophy, with a medal, and that is what's upcoming. So get ready for that. Like a ring, in a more, this isn't feminine or masculine, because when we win championships, we see it with sports, right? We get a ring when we win the championship. So that could be very pleasing to your feminine side. It's very pleasing to me. I would like a ring. Let's see. I have a number 10. And this isn't meant to rush you. This is meant to be grounding. This is meant to be a humbling experience in humility. This is meant to be love. This is meant to assert your love for yourself. And then it's meant to bring about the change that reflects your mode of reception. Now you are in reception mode. Now you are the receiver. You are both the emperor and the empress. You're the heir, right? H-E-I-R. You're the heiress. And you are experiencing the challenge that comes with winning. To win is to go through a challenging operation, a challenging, humbling experience, in which you not only gain the object, you win, you elevate as well. That's the king, right? So you could be in that Ouroboros, circular feeling young, like a page of cups, page of wands, page of swords, page of pentacles. And then you could feel like you're much older, you're much more mature, you're too mature, you're too experienced. So you're the king, you're the queen of pentacles, king of swords, right? It's a very beautiful and profound message. The colors, once again, are the cocoa browns, and those could be dark hues, low values, high values. The burnt yellow, not the burnt orange, but the burnt yellow. The king roars, right? Where are you too soft? Where are you too hard? Where are you too much in control? Are you like my driving instructor who can drive with 2 fingers, 1 finger? I don't remember what he did. He's like, I can drive with 2 fingers on the wheel or 1 finger on the wheel. I guess because he used to see me like, ah. Is it that scene? It's that scene in Clueless when, what's her name? Cher. She grips the wheel. Ah! Or is it, what's her face? I forgot all their names. But yeah, when they get on the highway, the Los Angeles highway, it's funny. But that is when she opens up her heart, because therein comes a masculine. That's when the masculine comes in to, like, in a moment of chivalry, in a moment of heroic. it's so Hollywood, right? Like to be saved. Who will be your savior? Who will save your soul? You will. not not even God outside of you, right? God is the source that leads you to save you, to save you. Okay. Shall we now? Wow, there's a lot of fruit flies, so I apologize. So it doesn't necessarily have to be romantic love, but I feel that maybe a lot of you come to tarot to heal from it. You find a different path, or on the path, wow, you see all that you haven't seen yet, right? Card 27. And the number 27, the age 27 is our first Saturn return. So we have our second Saturn return at around age 54, 55. And then we have our third Saturn return at around age 70. I always get this part wrong. 80. Like 81, right? 80, 81, 82. Okay. And so all those numbers can be significant for you, for you. We have card 27, the unseen, Saturn in Aries. You could be that age. Saturn in Aries marks the age. If you are having your Saturn return, you could be the age of 27. If you're having your second Saturn return, once again, you could be the age of 54. And we have the womb trying to peek out, and we have the warrior in reverse. So it's like maybe something you were fighting for caused a rift, right? And it caused you to come to see what you hadn't seen before, unbeknownst to you, or maybe you did sort of herald this like movement into it. The point is, move through it. There is a reward at the end, and maybe that is great too, that you did not naturally or necessarily come for the reward. You came for the healing, which is even more beautiful when you come for healing and you win again. Okay, I have King Solomon here. You are being guided to create the change. Wow, it's like this card won't leave. And this is about your health, mental health especially. And then this is about receiving. Look, Source is rolling out the red carpet for you. You are ready now that you've healed a lot of the mind. And the mental healing, when it comes to spirituality, it could be about wish fulfillment, a lot of wishing, a lot of wishing, a lot of wishing. It's making sure you're working with the right guides. It's making sure you're working with the right psychics, the right readers, the right oracles that will help you to move through it, right? Those that will help you to roll out the red carpet. Those will signal and signify when you are moving through healing, when you don't have to identify with constant, it does give me like, this is a bad symbol, like constipation. Like some healers keep you constipated. Wow, I didn't know if I meant that. Some readers, some healers, because we are all healers, right? We are all innately born to heal. The Hermit, Virgo, we are all innately meant to move forward through our healing, Pisces. And then that allows for the merger, Two of Cups, Venus and Cancer, Vesica Pisces as well. But look, it is like someone does show up. And it could be in business. Once again, it could be business, it could be love, it could be the beginning of your family, the beginning of a beautiful friendship. Or perhaps it's now, this has all been grounded, seeded. It is now blooming, blossoming. The harvest is coming, right? In the August, in the autumn. But this card does mark the to each their own. Okay, so remember, embark on the path of to each their own, and then see where you can eliminate obstacles. A lot of it is like how you filter. So a lot of it, the way that we teach, your guides teach you, is can you adjust the filter so that it works for you and it is not working against others. So it's almost not even contrary. It is the square, right? It's a diamond. to become the diamond, to become the pearl, there is resistance, there is frustration, there's agitation. How can you become not someone who sees those that work and trespass against you, but someone who not only sees through that, but then embarks on the path to then commit to how you can work with others? So not a constant battle, not a constant fight. It's how can you win? How can you win again? How can you be the champion through healing, through filtering, through unmasking, right? Put down the mask of the fighter, the warrior. Adjust the healing, the mask of healing. Okay, we're good. We've healed. And now what does that mean? It means adjust and apply a new mask that will lead you to earn, attain. I'm like, sometimes I have to stop because I'm like feeling a lot. I stopped I don't want to tell you everything about me, but like I've stopped. I'll say one thing. I've stopped, especially with caffeine as a stimulant. Like I've had to put that down. But I still get like these sensations like I used to get when I used to drink a lot of coffee, like, and I'm like, oh my God, that's like, it feels like your guides are like, yes, tell them this, like, this is what they must hear. So these blush, brackish reds, the red carpet, paint the town red, but it's more like, see to it what it means for you. What does the town, remember the town is within you. You are the town, mister. Okay, now the things, the buzzers, the grass cutters, the lawn mowers, the words. Can we read the unseen for you? Perhaps this is a good time for me to like take a little pause. But if I take a pause, that means we just have to roll with it, right? Look, oh my gosh. So I have these 5 here. The devil's there, but this is where it's taking me. 5 of Cups after you release that, okay? I do want to take some from the symbolic tarot. Wow, Knight of Cups. The Lord of the Waves and Waters. How healing is this for you? How healing? Now that you've healed, you can embark and begin your new journey to passion in the community, in the township. Where's the town? Just because you haven't found the town, that's why we're here. Don't be so fixated. Don't become so fixated. Be young again. Be foolish in a way where you see how you belong. See where you belong. See how you have felt that you have not belonged. And now you can belong. There are spaces, places, sensations where you do belong. Okay? And unfortunately, in human being, we sometimes don't belong. But it is more like we will belong, we can belong when we realize we've healed and or that our healing journey can be put on that pause, or that the healing era is, we're donezo. We can put that era behind us. We will come to heal once again. But for now, can we enjoy a piece of this youthful pie, right? Cardinal Moon. Oh, I may have to take this call, right? Be bold and make the first move. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Be bold and make the first move. Nothing is yet set in stone. What is this new moon reflecting to us? Yes, look, a new romantic cycle begins. It's time to release negativity. This is from the Sagittarius moon, or Sagittarius reading, and then we have Scorpio's very significant here with Pluto sort of calling a lot of these shots and directions. So it is a redirect. Like you were focused and fixated over here. Now you know you've been assured of the block that needs to be removed, released, extricated, removed, expelled, okay? So that this new cycle will begin. Don't worry. Okay, that's what the full moon is illuminating, or the new moon. I keep calling it the full moon. I know this month is extravagant. Full moon in Aquarius, right? It's time to show the world the real you. Bring love into the situation. See it from the lens of love. Okay? Don't worry. Wow, full moon in Leo. Don't let pride get in the way. That's in 6 months. Yes, because we become so hardened, right? Look at the bigger picture. Full moon in Sagittarius. We just passed that, didn't we? You've been working on this. Okay, I like that. But you now know how. So allow that to be, the answers you need are coming. Full moon in Gemini. That's in 6 months. And we keep getting, we do read in this like 6 month journey, okay? So let's see. Ten of Cups, Lord of Perfected Success. Wow. I do like that. Mars in, so that's the situation here is a huge emotional healing. I'm so sorry. Now I'm getting a lot of sensations and vibrations over here with my phone. I do want to know what the challenge is, right? With the situation being the Ten of Cups. A huge, that did come up in the Sagittarius reading. I think that maybe I keep getting the aspect of being hardened emotionally and just making sure that you can ride these waves. The challenge of the Lord of the Waves and Waters. Also the Great One of the Night of Time, the Universe, the World card 21. You are in the midst of that. The challenge is being in the midst of it. So allowing yourself to move through it, allowing yourself to be seen. Also, the World card is about being out there, going out there, putting yourself out there. The Ten of Cups can be like wearing your heart on your sleeve, but also being careful to not be so fixated on the wish, on how it will turn out, right? And then the origin. Wow, the Hangman in reverse. Make sure you apply the understanding. It is about letting go. And it could be that the reason you feel in this transitory space is because of not allowing it to move. And so now, not allowing yourself to move by understanding. So it's that inner and outer knowing, applying. So not only knowing it, but applying it. The spirit of the mighty waters. Okay, Neptune, Piscean. Wow. Look at the bigger picture. Look at why you went through this. look at why this is coming up once again. Why is it resurfacing? Because you've been too much in control of how the experience should. It's like, how will it roll off the tongue? How sweat off my back? But it's like you want to know where the sweat will land, right? It's like you can't really I'm getting so many like messages. Sun in Scorpio, a lot of is there something you don't want to let go of? It could be right, it could be wrong, it could be like you may want to retry, you may want to redo, to each their own. But then this is about working together in tandem with a partner. If it is about the kiss, as far as like romance, it's like maybe you left them or they left you, and you haven't, now you realize that you made the wrong decision. So there could be like a understanding of what must be done in accordance to allow this to come back. And there are reasons why you're experiencing it. Could feel like setbacks or delays, but that may be God's source. That's the path, right? God's source is the path. And so I so apologize about the buzzing. God's source is the path. And so there are reasons why the obstacles and delays are there. You are meant to keep going through them, so that you can receive what you want. But it's the understanding of why those obstacles are placed there, because God wants you to go towards something different, okay? Wow, this message is being cut short because let's see. Can we have the outcome though? Holy wow. Okay, look. A time of celebration, 10 of Cups. That is the victory. That is, yes, it's a brand new beginning of the Fool. Don't worry. I just want to reassure that you become so fixated on the outcome that it's about keep moving through it. The Chariot. Look, the Knight of Swords. Wow. The Lord of the Rushing. Okay, the Chariot, 7. Another Cancer card. This is what happens in relationships. So keep doing you. Keep celebrating you. Keep calling in youth. Keep softening, no matter what it is that softening means to you. Don't grip so hard, okay? Sun in Scorpio. It could be like whatever has happened, there's a reason. Obviously, it's like you're meant to move forward regardless of whether this person comes back or admits to what they did. This has led you to a new gate. So there may be obstacles in the way at the moment, but this is because the path is being cleared in a way where I'm getting all the effing messages in the world, and it's like I'm just trying to tell the collective that they have to keep going. But there's the gate. There's this like, look, there's an emotional understanding. It feels like you're too hardened. So it's allowing. Don't stay stuck in this mode. Okay, there's like a lot about having fun, whatever that means to you, and not staying stuck in it, being fair to yourself, treating yourself fairly, loving yourself, loving your body, like how we talk about. Okay, because freaking justice, this is karma. So there's an understanding, it's coming. It's maybe that you're finding all the pieces of the puzzle, like as if you're in the Akashic library and you're finding all the pieces to the puzzle. This could be just healing, soul healing on many levels. Wow, Aquarian, and maturing emotionally, no matter your age, no matter what you've been through. 10 of Cups. It's this like cycle. What you've lost, it could all be lost, but there's a gain, a regain, a reconciliation. It's maybe new. It's maybe a new lover. It's the start of your family. That is a release of the old. It's the start of new friendships. It's the start of a new emotional, a new. Okay. And here's Jupiter. Jupiter wants you to be responsible, to have fun. That's creating magic. Don't lose out on your responsibilities. Let me read the unseen. But don't forget to have fun. Wow, I opened it. Right on the dot. The spirit, the ancestor, the eternal, the unseen is just as it sounds. We cannot see it, yet it sees us, watching and waiting with wisdom, both kind and instructive. We feel this presence, sense it, intuit it, and doubt its existence. Through it, though it rallies our attention time and time again, the energy of the unseen may come in many forms. A compelling dream, a sudden insight, a clear voice, a vision or message from a loved one who has passed to the other side. It is natural to fear these communications as they challenge our perception of what is real. When this card appears, your guides are near. The eternal is present. The doorway between worlds is ajar. Listen, the sounds may seem as though they come from a distant land, but they call from your innermost chambers. When light, clairvoyant guidance, whispers of wisdom. When dark, dark looming energy, unwillingness to forgive. Guidance comes in many forms. Don't expect it to be glittery or comfortable. The spirit world speaks the truth. Sometimes it soothes and sometimes it burns. Being graced by the unseen is a gift. Treat it kindly. Allow yourself to be seen by eternal eyes. I apologize for this message being so choppy, but I send you all my love, all the light, all the brilliant, bright, white light. On your journey, there's a message that you are needing to extract. There's a filter that you must adjust so that you can hear, so that you can see, so that you can sense how you will move about this, where you are being led to reconcile with your birthright of truth, happiness, justice, karma, okay? In kindness, paid in kind. Okay, thank you.